Hello everyone and welcome back. So today's mani tutorial is on this lovely fall mani here. We are going to be using quite a few different plates for this, and a reasonable amount of different color polishes here. We have our nice little lovely squirrel and acorns and nuts about fall with a little bit of plaid. So there's a lot of different things involved here. I have my base colors already swatched, and oops, as I'm knocking over polishes here. We have Mineral Fusion, High Society. For 3 of them it took 2 coats of High Society. And I have this Olive in June that is called Penny, and I used 3 coats to get that opacity. I used Born Pretty's Smudge Free and Seche Vite's Quick Dry. And for the other colors, I have Sally Hansen's Insta Dry Unity Galore. Okay, so I have this lovely gold from Born Pretty, and I have Blackjack from Queen. Any black stamping polish will do. I used Cocoa from Maniology B351, Latte from Maniology B331, Fallen Leaves from Maniology B529, and Red Sea from Maniology B199. So I also used these lovely little metal dots. You can get these just about anywhere. I got mine from Amazon. But anywhere that sells like Sally's, or I think even Walmart sells them now. Just about any place that you can get nail supplies tends to have them. Okay, for the plates, I used 4 different plates for this. Go ahead and get my plate. So I used Maniology's M551, Maniology's M335, Maniology's M474, and Maniology's M267, but other plaid plates will work. Okay. So we're going to start with the plaid and the thumb. So I did High Society on the thumb, middle, and pinky, and I used Penny on the index and the ring finger. I'm going to start with Red Sea with M267. I'm going to grab this image right here. Oh, I did not scrape good enough. Try that again. There we go. That's better. So we're going to go roughly halfway up the nail. Place down. Now we're going to grab Cocoa, and we're going to use this image right here. Pick up. Now we're going to line it up with the edge, like so, and press down. And where's my gold? There it is. Now we're going to grab our gold from Born Pretty. And we're going to grab this image right here. Oh, did not pick up nicely. This particular image, because it's such a fine line, can be kind of finicky. Let's see if it works better this way, because it did last time. There we go. So you can see. And now we're going to center that in the image. And press down. We're going to do the same with the middle and the pinky. So I'm going to grab Red Sea. Grab this image. Then we're going to go roughly halfway up the nail, face down. I went a little further up, but I can cover that later, so it's not too bad. All right, we're going to grab Cocoa. Grab this image again. And we're going to line it up against the other lines. All right, then I'm kind of bled into the other image. So we'll go and clean that and grab our final lines right here with gold. Might work better. Okay. And not enough of the image picked up, dang it. Keep forgetting that one really does better sideways. There we go, that's better. Okay, now we're going to line it up in the middle. Like so. And one last time for the pinky. Red Sea. We're going to go halfway up the nail, press down. Now we're going to grab cocoa. We're going to carefully line it up against the red lines. And now for the final swipe of the gold. Apparently I'm trying to get, no, dang it. Apparently I was trying to get cotton all over it. It was too slow. There we go. Okay, so now we want to line up our lines in the middle of the cubes. So this is what they look like. So now we're going to move on to the next step. We will need the gold again. So now we're going to take Maniology's M474. We're going to use this line right here. We're going to take our gold, swipe, clean off any excess imagery. Okay. And on the thumb, we're going to take the line. We're going to go across the center. We're going to do this with the thumb, the middle, and the pinky. Really open images like this take more polish, so don't skimp on the polish. Okay, now we're going to go across the middle, like so. Now on the pinky, scrape, pick up, and then go across the middle, like so. Gives a nice gold band on all three. Okay. That is all we use this plate for. So now we're going to move on to M335, and we're going to use this lovely image down here with fallen leaves. Make sure there's no excess imagery. Let's start at the edge, line it up with our gold band, then place across, like so. And we're going to do this again on the middle and the pinky. Sorry, I know I'm a bit shaky today. My body is not being kind to me today. I am almost through with whatever plague, as I've been calling it, that my son brought home from school. But my sinuses are still pretty jacked up, and my body's still revolting against me from being sick. Thankfully, it has not turned into a sinus infection, which I take as a good sign, because being diabetic, almost everything likes to turn into infections for me, so it's not a fun experience. Okay, so we're going to line it up with the gold band and go across. Ooh, that was close. My shakiness almost screwed me again like it did earlier. Yeah, that's bad. So here you can see we've got our green leaves. Feeling I didn't eat enough with my medication. That's part of why I'm so dang shaky. Okay, let's see if this is going to be a decent pickup. Well, surprisingly it is. I didn't think it was going to be. Okay, so now we're going to line it up. And roll it across. As you can see, we have our nice lovely plaid and gold bands with leaves. Ooh. What do I see here? Something I shouldn't. Okay, we can fix that. There. So, to fix that one, I'm going to need to pick up those lines again. So as you can see, part of it did not stick. So as soon as I realize that, it's time to fix that. So let's give a nice little easy fix here. Everything else transferred just fine, so I don't need the leaves. I just need the lines in order to fix this. let's pick up all of the internal imagery here. And then we're going to place our lines. This would be a lot easier if I wasn't shaking. There. We have our lines now. Okay. So now we're going to grab cocoa again, and we're done with this plate. We are on to M551. It's this lovely fall-based plate that I think was released last year. I'm rather fond of it. So I'm going to grab the ring finger, and I'm going to pick up this lovely image that says Nuts About Fall, and it has a lovely little leaf and acorn. Make sure there's no excess imagery. And then I'm going to place in the center of the nail. Okay. So for this next one, I'm going to grab Latte. I'm going to grab this image right here. It's a layered image. It's the bottom of an acorn. And then I'm going to place in the lower center part. And then I'm going to grab, with cocoa, the cap to it, directly above. Clean out the excess imagery. Then I'm going to carefully line it up above the bottom of the acorn. Now I'm going to grab Blackjack from Queen, though any black stamping polish will work. And I'm going to grab this outline to the acorn. I'm going to carefully line it up over the acorn image. And place down. So we are not quite done with this plate yet. We have one last image to pick up. And it is this adorable little squirrel with acorn and leaves. And we're going to reverse stamp this. Okay. So I'm going to set these off to the side. Zoom in. So I'm going to start with Unity Galore from Sally Hansen, and I'm going to fill in the squirrel. See, I don't know how I'm keeping my hand steady enough to do this without making a massacre of it. Okay. So next off, we're going to grab cocoa to fill in the cap of the acorn. Grabbing cocoa. And then I'm going to grab latte to fill in the seed of the acorn. And then I'm going to grab fallen leaves for the leaves. There we go. Just having trouble getting polish on the brush. Okay, we need to let that set. So we're going to take, while that's setting, we are going to take our smudge-free top coat and we are going to top coat the rest of the nails. If I can get this to come apart. My first edition came out not as good as this one, thanks to shaky hands. I don't know how I've got it going so well this time around. Shaky hands are not fun. I feel like I just took an albuterol treatment when I haven't, though I need to. Okay, so let that start to set. This is not quite set up enough to transfer. Certainly don't want that getting in the mix. Okay. Alright, so on this one we're going to want to layer it slightly over the acorn and in the lower corner. Like so. And take our smudge-free top coats. top coat. So now we need our little gold dots. Start pulling those out. Oh, come on. No, I don't need that many. Alright, put the rest back. Going to need 3. See if this is still wet enough that I can apply it into the top coat. If not, I'm going to have to put, yes, it is. So now I want to carefully shift to the center at the top near the cuticle. Okay. Now we're going to want our quick dry top coat. And then we've applied our gold dots at the center. And we are going to top coat over the gold dots to help secure them in and protect them. Now with as finicky as reds are, be careful when applying your top coat, because even with the smudge free, it can still sometimes cause bleeding if you swipe too many times over it with a regular top coat. Reds are quite finicky. In comparison to other colors with stamping polish. In fact, I had that happen on the preview set, on the thumbnail. And scammers are at it again. Alright, there you have it. That is how I created this lovely fall mani. And I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. And I hope you all are having a good day, morning, afternoon, night, whatever it may be, while you're watching this video. And thank you all for supporting me through all of the good times and the bad. As some of you may already know, we are in the process of losing one of our beloved rats that we have had for not quite a year. We think he has cancer, and he's getting very close. He's not doing well at all. So unfortunately, these things happen, especially with rats and feeder rats, and he was a feeder. So, you know, things have been kind of rough for me as of late, and my entire family. We've been struggling with watching his decline. So I hope that you all are having a good time, and thank you all for supporting me and my family through all this time. And I hope to see you all in the next video. Until next time, guys. Bye.